Hello, this is Simracing Corner, and this is my review for the SRS Sequential Shifter. It's a PC USB plug-and-play device. If you can edit the key bindings of the up and down shifts in your driving game, then this device will work. Compatibility is universal, but do remember this is not Xbox or PlayStation compatible. If you're looking for a full-size sequential, well, we have one right here and it is worth consideration. Before I continue, this shifter is from Banggood. There is a product link and an exclusive coupon code dropping the price to $199, which at the time of making this video is an impressive $55 discount. So if you do want this product, make sure you take advantage of the offer, and a shout out to Banggood for making this generous discount possible. The SRS Sequential Shifter is constructed from all metal parts, and here are some other vital statistics. It weighs in at 2 kilograms, it's 36 centimeters tall from the base to the tip of the gear knob. The width is 9.5 centimeters, that's measured from the base at its widest points, and it's 25 centimeters in length. The USB cable with the integrated controller board is just over 2 meters. No teardown is needed to see the working parts, as it's all visible. The long gear stick is connected via a bore swivel joint to the horizontal rod running along the length of the frame. On either end are heavy duty switches. A strong under tension spring provides some resistance and recenters the gear stick, but where the magic happens to give us the strong tactile feedback are the two beefy spring-loaded ball bearings set on either side that sit in a groove on the rod, and it's pretty clear to see what happens next when we slam on the gear stick. The positive snap along with the clunk with every shift is rather satisfying. For an illusion of mechanical engagement, I think it pulls it off rather well. The ball bearing tension is adjustable with a hex key, so you can have it stronger or weaker depending what you fancy. I've tightened mine as far in as possible for the strongest possible tension, and of course remember to adjust it equally on both sides. I measured the pull rate resistance at 3.8 kilograms. The switches are collecting the full force when you use the shifter. If durability of these switches is a concern, I can tell you that I'm hardly gentle with my shifters, and I've put it through hundreds of shifts already, and these heavy duty metal switches have not shown any marks at all. I think it's fair to say the switches used are designed for this abuse and are up to the job. Moving up the gear stick and a close-up of the pivot point. A bearing on either side keeps the operation smooth. There's no lateral play coming from this pivot, and indeed all round there is no looseness at all. It's tight tolerances throughout. It's a detail you do appreciate and adds to the feel of its sturdy build quality. The polymer gear knob is M8 threaded, so is replaceable if you chose to. That said, I'm not sure why you'd want to swap it out. It's a flush fit on the gear stick. The rally style shape is practical and comfortable to handle. I think it looks and feels pretty good as it is. I 3D printed a simple cover to hide the mechanism and as a dust cover. And those were the ins and outs of this sequential shifter. And now on to the final part with my verdict. What do you reckon? Do you think I like the SRS Sequential Shifter? And the answer to that is yes, I do. For a sequential shifter, this has all the features I'm looking for. I prefer something full size for pure realism. The shifter has a stripped down racing car appearance. I like that too, and it looks really good in my driving cockpit setup. Another feature I seek out is it needs to be beefy. If it feels sturdy, then it adds even more to the realism factor, and this is a solid piece of hardware. We have a strong metal frame and all the parts are connected precisely. There's no play or flex. The only movement is the smooth motion of the lever where it needs to be. And crucially, I want good tactile feedback. That's vital, otherwise it's pointless to spend good money on a dedicated sequential shifter if it can't deliver on the tactile. And that's covered too with the satisfying clunk with every shift. The 3.8 kilograms of resistance is decent. If I was to nitpick, maybe I wouldn't mind a little bit more resistance, but I really can't complain on what it already delivers. The sum of its parts equals a fine feeling shifter. A dust cover over the mechanism would have been good to see, though not hard to address, as I've already done for myself. And that's it. What you see is what you get. It's a good piece of hardware at the right price. It's definitely a keeper for me, and if you're looking for a full-size sequential shifter, then I'm sure you'll be very happy with this one too. If you also own this shifter, please drop your feedback too. It's always good to get a broad opinion and share that with the community. And if you have a question, in fact, yeah, drop a comment. I'll be happy to reply. That's it for this one, guys. I hope you found this review helpful. Thank you very much for watching. And until the next one, happy simming and bye-bye.